In the heart of Sherwood Forest, where ancient trees stood tall and proud, a legendary figure emerged from the shadows. A man known to all as Robin Hood was a bow in hand and a quiver of arrows on his back. Robin moved silently through the dense foliage, his eyes sharp and his senses keen. Was a bow in hand and a quiver of arrows on his back. Robin moved silently through the dense foliage, his eyes sharp and his senses keen. Robin Hood was not born into nobility. Instead, he was a man of the people, born to a humble family. The cruel reign of the Sheriff of Nottingham had cast a dark shadow over the land, oppressing the common folk and draining them of their hard-earned wealth. Unable to bear witness to the suffering of his fellow villagers, Robin made a bold decision to stand up against the tyranny that gripped Nottingham. Gathering a band of like-minded individuals, each with their own grievances against the sheriff, Robin Hood formed a group of outlaws who would later be celebrated as a merry men. Gathering a band of like-minded individuals, each with their own grievances against the sheriff, Robin Hood formed a group of outlaws who would later be celebrated as a merry men. Little John, Friar Tuck, Will Scarlet, and others joined Robin in his quest to restore justice to the kingdom. The dense forest became their refuge and headquarters, where they plotted daring raids on the rich and corrupt. Robin's incredible archery skills allowed him to strike from a distance, leaving the sheriff's guards bewildered and the commoners hopeful. His actions earned him the nickname the Prince of Thieves. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Robin Hood learned of a grand feast the sheriff was hosting. The riches gathered at this feast were ill-gotten gains, stolen from the impoverished villagers. Determined to right this wrong, Robin hatched a plan. Disguised as a beggar, he infiltrated the lavish gathering. With a quick eye and a steady hand, he lifted bags of gold and jewels, redistributing them to the downtrodden under the sheriff's nose. The merry men, stationed in the shadows, provided the perfect distraction, creating chaos that allowed Robin to carry out his mission undetected. As word spread of Robin Hood's daring exploits, the people of Nottingham rallied behind him. His legend grew, inspiring hope and resistance against the sheriff's oppressive rule. The more the sheriff tightened his grip, the more fiercely Robin and his merry men fought back, always one step ahead. In the end, justice prevailed. The people of Nottingham, once burdened by the sheriff's greed, found solace and freedom under the watchful eye of Robin Hood. The once outlawed hero became a symbol of courage, resilience, and the enduring fight against injustice in the hearts of all who heard the tales of Sherwood Forest.